the GFR commandments are the roadmap for getting real. And this isn't light, airy, fairy shit. This is like, okay, if you're up for it and you believe that your work is part of your personal evolution and that like doing your work depends on you getting real and getting out of your own way, I feel like, that's what this conversation can be about. That's what my show, the Get Fucking Real show, is about. It's really acknowledging that there is struggle and we are at war with ourselves sometimes, and we aren't telling the truth sometimes to ourselves. And all of that, when confronted, that's when we can, quote unquote, get real and be ourselves.
This is an intro. Intro.
Hustle and flow chart with your boy, my boy, Matt Wolf and Joe Fair.
Hey.
What up, homie?
Hey, my man. How are you?
I'm feeling great. This was actually a really, really good episode, and I'm feeling pretty pumped for people to hear this one.
It's weird, but I just noticed, I think I had like a smile on my face almost the entire time.
Well, that's just because we recorded it on video.
Yeah, that helps, actually. You're right. No, that's actually...
When we do record video, we tend to be more upbeat and smile more because we know the person on the other side is going to feed off of our energy a little bit. Where if we're just audio, there's less there's less visual cue for them to feed off of.
Do you think it got us to be more fucking real?
Probably.
I think so.
This was one of the realer episodes.
I would say so, and
it felt like a therapy session episode.
Oh, totally, totally. But like, and what's even cooler is that she listened to our most recent therapy session, the one about affiliate marketing. I don't know if it goes in line with how this is dropping. I don't want to confuse people, but yeah, it did feel like a therapy session. But I think there's a ton that that
one's already live, so you don't have to worry about that one coming after this.
Right, that's true. Okay, perfect, good. So yeah, Lisa is on the show. Lisa Cherney, she is absolutely amazing.
What's her brand name?
Get Fucking Real, GFR. So she is. She calls herself the Queen of Clarity, and it's true because and you'll hear us reference a lot in this podcast her 12 GFR commandments, and it's a free PDF that you can actually get it. I'll just say it right now. It's gfr.life/12C. So that's 12C as in cat.
Yeah, I actually recommend if you're listening to this like at home, like at a computer or something, go opt in for that and have that in front of you while you're listening to this episode, because she references the commandments quite a bit throughout this episode.
Good call.
And that doc is those commandments that she's referencing, and it's totally free. It's a free opt-in.
Totally worth it. It's you'll hear how we both I talk a lot about like the journaling I've been doing a lot more lately. And this is perfect for prompting you for getting your wheels spinning in this direction that you might not have been thinking about, like a blockage in how you're showing up in life or business, to your spouse, to your friends, to your business partner. It doesn't matter. These commandments, the 12, you could freaking print this off and put it on your wall, or keep it next to your journal, whatever it looks like. But in terms of clarity, like the Queen of Clarity, hell yeah.
I actually think I have a glossy version of this. Didn't she hand out glossy versions of this at the Media Summit?
Yeah,
I think she did.
I don't know. Possibly. But either way, yeah, go get those and you'll hear, because this episode almost felt like you said, it felt like a therapy session episode, but also kind of like a therapy session.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to hear me break down a bunch of my like insecurities and stuff that I sort of shit my pants about. Things like speaking on stage and going on bigger podcasts, even though a lot of times the people that are listening to this podcast is an audience larger than what we'll be speaking in front of on stage, larger than some of these other podcasts I've been on. I still have a lot of insecurities about being in the public eye, and we'll go through some of those on this episode.
Yeah, and we don't need to list everything out. I mean, to be honest, in this episode, what you're going to get is real us, and you're going to get Lisa on the other side. She is directing that. And, there was no, like, we didn't plan any of this out. It was just off the cuff, and it was great.
Yep.
Because it helped us identify some of these blind spots, things that, like, reframed your thinking. She even was reframing specific words, like content, for instance, was one that she helped me reframe. And ironically, it was something I was reframing for myself just last night. So it was perfect timing. So I think there's a lot of, if you approach this episode with an open mind and And think about slowing down your thinking, not all the time, but like find some introspective time and have this podcast be one of those times where let in what she's saying and hear from our examples of how, how she's analyzing us a little bit when we're working through things, but how this shows up in your own life. Because I guarantee you can relate with a lot of what we're saying, maybe not specifically like showing up on a podcast or going on a stage, but how you show up just in front of people. It could be your group of friends.
Well, I think back to like when I was just first starting my own online career, I was very insecure about just recording videos, just recording audio like we're doing right now. So for when I talk about getting on stage or going on really, really large podcasts, that's what it is for me in this moment. But for you listening to this, it may be, getting comfortable recording audio that other people are going to listen to, getting comfortable recording videos, or turning the camera around and being on camera. It is for you, whatever it is for you right now. We talk about what these things are for us right now, the things that are sort of in our own heads that we're trying to work through.
That's it. Yeah. So I don't know if we should say anything more other than Lisa is absolutely amazing. Get those commandments. It's linked up in the show notes if you're driving. That's all good. We are taking notes, of course. So you'll get a lot of notes on more of the intricacies. You're not going to get all of the 12 commandments on here. So that's why you should get both. So get Lisa's handout, but also get our notes, because you're going to get a lot more specifics in ways that this reframing kind of works.
Yeah. And so you can grab those notes by texting the word comp to 38470.
38470 is the phone number, and text that word comp with a high-pitched Matt voice.
Yes, you have to text it with a high-pitched voice or it doesn't work.
You actually have to, like all of our phones have a voice texting feature now. It has to be the high tone. They're picking up on tonality.
Now people are going to throw like extra O's in there, and they're going to go comp, and then they're going to wonder why their notes never come to them. You actually have to type COMP.
All right, just type that.
Otherwise, the notes probably won't make it to you. So type comp, text it to 38470, or if you're old school, go to hustleandflowchart.com/comp, and you can opt in for the notes there too.
Get the notes. You're going to love them. Matt goes to very high voices for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Puberty.
Wow. How old are you? You're
I've
like
got 2
56.
kids.
What are you, 56, 65? I always forget your age.
I lose track too.
Okay.
Let's go talk to Lisa before this just really goes off the rails.
Hey, it's Joe. I'm going to be really quick. I just want to give a shout out to our podcast sponsor for this episode. It is LinkedIn. Da-ding! So I've talked about it before. We're getting obsessed with LinkedIn just because we're seeing that there is so much opportunity, a lot of opportunity to connect with different professionals that are looking for the stuff you got going on. It's different than the other platforms. You're not a distraction on LinkedIn. They're actually there to digest business-like stuff, which a lot of you listening most likely have. I'm just assuming listening to a business show. So there's actually 62 million decision makers on LinkedIn looking to connect. So it's actually the perfect place to reach the right professionals at the right time. So you could do all the different things that LinkedIn offers for you, but LinkedIn ads are something that can really ramp up what you're doing really well. They have some precise targeting. You can actually really get narrowed down to the actual people that you want to speak with. And you could do things to drive traffic and engagement to landing pages, content, registering for events, whatever you want to do. You can actually do it right there on LinkedIn. So right now is a perfect time to try it out yourself. LinkedIn's actually offering a free $100 LinkedIn ad credit to launch your first campaign. So simply visit linkedin.com/flowchart. That's linkedin.com/flowchart, and terms and conditions apply. All right, go get signed up. And now let's go head over to the episode.
Lisa, how you doing?
I am so good.
Yeah? Why is that?
Oh, like you guys are all, well, I have you on video, so I get to see these good looking guys with the smiles and the new dad who is barely awake, but I'm so glad you're here.
Barely awake.
Sipping on like a 40-ouncer of coffee.
Thank God for coffee.
I know, right? Oh my God. So we met at New Media Summit, good old